To ask you a couple of questions about Eurostar, Minister. If we're going to get more people to shift from flying to rail, Eurostar offers huge potential for short to medium length journeys in Europe, and yet is still operating significantly below the levels it was before COVID. And we have ghost white elephant stations in Kent. What are you going to do about that? Can the government do about that?
Well, firstly, can I say congratulations, Sir Ben, as well. Well deserved for all your work on this committee and other endeavours. So it was a really interesting response that the committee received from the then chief exec of Eurostar with regard to the challenges, which also sort of made the sensible point of when can Ebbsfleet and Ashford expect to see services again. Ashford was a service I always used to use, and also a lot of the Kent economy in Ashford has actually grown because of Eurostar, so it's a huge blow. Seems to me that a lot of in discussions that we had with the new team at Eurostar, because we went out to St Pancras and met them, that if we can get the French equivalent of border force scaled up, because the numbers in St Pancras are limited by the space there. So my argument to them would be, well, actually, on that basis, it makes more sense if you want to grow the services to actually have those teams in those other stations, because then that way you can actually increase your capacity if you're maxed out at the moment in St Pancras. That then comes down to the French government to be able to deliver. So I hope that our new relationship with the French will allow us to make strides in that particular regard. But it is a problem because the Eurostar team have acknowledged publicly that what they're having to do at the moment is drop their patronage by about, I think they're running at 30% less than they were pre-COVID. And so they're having to actually try and extract as much revenue as they can out of those passengers, which means it's a more expensive deal. There's also an argument for actually having more services, more competition on that route as well, which is something that we would very much like to see. And that will actually come into conversations about how we see the actual high-speed 1 infrastructure used as well, because there's a lot more space there that we'd actually like to see used.